Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans and bringing you back, you guys, today for another video. Today we're going to be going over our monthly debt update. So if you're into that and you want to hear about it, talk about next month, then stay tuned for the video. All right, so getting into the numbers today. So just to recap a little bit about what has happened in the past is I started this journey in November of 2023. That's when I got serious about paying debt. We are now in June 2024, which has been 8 months since we started this journey. So today marks 8 months. This month marks 8 months that we've started really tackling debt and paying off everything. And so far, this is the second page of debts. So this is just kind of carrying over from where I left off on the last sheet. This page starts in March, where we left off in March, where I paid off my care credit card for $1,073.24. In May, I was able to pay off 3 additional debts, and that was my Academy card, my Macy's card, and my TJ Maxx credit card. So all three of those were paid in May. So come June, the only thing that I was able to pay off this month was my care credit card, which was from taking my dog to the vet. Unexpectedly, because we had already paid that off in March, and then come in June again, I owed another bill. So paid that off once again, and now we're back down to kind of where we were last month as far as that goes. We're left with Discover, and Discover right now, the current balance is $5,152.10. In the month of June, I was able to make a payment of $850 towards my Discover card. Total for the month of June, I was able to make $1,634.76 in debt payments alone. Obviously, not all of them went to Discover, but $850 was paid to Discover. So now my new balance as of the beginning of July will be $5,152.10. So that's where we're at on Discover. And this is a no interest credit card. This was a balance transfer. So this is multiple debts rolled into one. And we started out at $7,757. So our next one is loan number 1. Oh, so the plan for Discover is to try to have this paid off by November. Try to have the $5,000 paid off by November by trying to pay about $1,000 a month, if not more. So the plan is to try to pay it off by November and then continue to pay the next one. So this is loan number 1. This was part of my student loans. This was transferred to a credit card via balance transfer. So this is also 0% interest. We started at $10,170.26. We are now at $9,164. So we've gone down about $1,000 in payment so far. I did this back in March, so it's been a few months that this balance transferred. We have until March of next year to pay this off. This is also, we have until March, but my plan is to pay it off by November. Both of these are due in March. The plan is to pay off this one first because this was the oldest balance. Then jump to this one, pay this one off, then go to the next two, which should probably take a month or two. So this one right now, I'm just paying the minimum. This one right now is where I'm throwing all my money at. So basically like the Snowball, kind of like debt Snowball. My next one is my pays number 6. This was for my surgery that I had last November. This is kind of the balance of what I still owed. I just went ahead and took out a payment plan for it so I could focus on these debts first, because I have like 24 months to pay these. So these are not really a priority, and they are 0% interest. So both of these are actually related to my surgery. This was the last little trickle of bills that finally settled out and came in after fighting with health insurance company about that. So finally they settled. So now we have the final amount. So it's this plus this was, you know, what I still owed from my surgery after paying lump sum what I had to pay the day of. So that's these two. So this is new. This just came up this past month finally. And so pays number 6 is a balance of $2,319.64, which is what we still owe. My pays number 7 is $235.66. I may pay this one off next month, but I'm not sure because I really want to make headway on Discover. I'm still thinking about it. I may not. I may just wait because I do have like 24 months to pay this off. So this is not a priority. This is not a priority. These two are priority because these, essentially this whole entire balance is due by March next year. So the plan is, if I don't, just to kind of backtrack a little bit, if I don't pay my Discover card off by March, I definitely won't be able to have this paid off by March. So I kind of really need to get this paid off as fast as possible, then pay off as much as I can here, so that I already know I probably won't be able to make the March deadline. With the holidays and Christmas coming up during that time frame, it's probably going to get tough to be able to pay significant amounts. Plus, you know, our house insurance is due, our property taxes, personal taxes. So like all that kind of stuff is kind of around that time frame of during this period of when I need to have it paid off. So just kind of thinking ahead and estimating and thinking, I'm not sure that I would be able to make this paid off by March. So my plan is make sure this balance is cleared off of my Discover card, because I do have a $10,000 credit limit. And then whatever I don't pay by March on here, transfer the balance to Discover on a balance transfer once again, and then basically buy some more time to get that paid off and try to avoid the interest. So that is the plan for that, for those balances for that time frame. So last one that we owe is my student loans. My student loan number 2, which has a current balance of $24,253.74. So that's the balance on that, and that is the biggest one. So that is going to be last. This is actually accruing interest right now. If I was really playing smart, I would probably do the debt avalanche, which is where you pay the one with highest interest first, regardless of the balance. But I'm not going to, because these debts are priority since they are on balance transfers, and the interest on these would be a lot higher than paying on this. So I'm going to focus on these first. That's kind of the methodology behind that. Plus we need some wins. So it's going to get kind of hard after going from this to go to this, because this is kind of half of that, and it's already kind of been a struggle the last few months to have the will to make those large payments and not do something else. So the struggle has been real, not gonna lie. It's just very hard to stay disciplined when there's so much going on. It's summer, it's fun, you know, we want to get out there, we want to do all the things, and just trying to stay disciplined and not spend is, you know, been kind of tough. So moving forward, our current balance for debt as we sit right now at the end of June is $41,125.24. We started at $53,327.57. So that means we've paid off $12,202.33 in the last 8 months. That's how much I've paid, and that is a percent of 22.88% paid off. So we still have, you know, a little less than 80% to go. But so, like, you know, 77 and some change, 77, about 77%. I don't do math in my head, so I'm thinking about 77% left to pay off. So I like to focus on this number going up versus the other number going down, because this just feels better mentally to say this number going up out loud versus the other number. But that's just me. So I've paid off $12,202.33 in the last 8 months. Still owe $41,125.24. My hope is that I will be able to pay this balance off within the next year or year and a half. So we have the rest of this year, which is about 6 months, plus the next year. So that's about a year and a half. The goal is to try to pay this amount of money within the next year and a half. I'm hoping to generate some income that I could be able to make that up by the end of, you know, the next year. But if not, that's worst case scenario, is, you know, a lot of months. So the plan for June. So the plan for June is going to kind of remain the same. Is going to be paying on all minimums. So paying on the minimums on all of these, which my loan number 1 is $190 a month. My pays in number 6 is $53.94 a month. My pays in number 7 is $10.72 a month. And my loan number 2 is $275 is what I'm paying right now. $275. So and the rest is going to my Discover. Now my Discover payment minimum is like, I don't know, I think, what did it say the other day when I logged in? It was like $125 or something like that. So that is the minimum on that one, but we're not paying the minimum, we're paying it all. So that is the plan for June. So again, somewhere around $1,600 is what I'm planning on trying to put towards my Discover card. Not $1,600, but like maybe about $1,000 is what I'm thinking. That's my goal every month. If I can pay $1,000 towards Discover every month, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. So my goal every month has been to try to pay $1,000. So if I can pay $1,000, I'm doing pretty good. That's my plan. So that's what we're looking at for June. I mean, for July. I said the plan for June. I meant July. You guys know what I mean. Yeah, that's the plan for July. So pay minimums on everything, throw everything I can at Discover. I've got this wedding coming up right now at the end of June. So that is costing me a little bit of money to be able to do that. So after that's done, I don't have anything coming up for, you know, any plans to go out of town or anything like that. So I think I should be able to have a little bit more extra income and not so much spending to be able to put towards my Discover card. So hopefully my groceries will come down a little bit. I'll be able to save a little bit of money there. On I'm gonna try to do a low spend in the next couple of months, for the next couple of months, to just try to put as much as I can and make that $1,000 payment every month. So yeah, that's the plan so far. So that's our goal, is try to get Discover paid by November. So yeah, so stay tuned, you guys, for my July budget with me. I haven't finished budgeting out July yet, so I'm trying to map out, you know, where I can pull from to make that Discover payment. So once I figure that out, then Discover will be pretty much secured for July. So I'm still kind of playing with the numbers. I haven't decided how I'm going to pull money and where I'm going to pull money from to make that happen. But my goal is to try to get as close to $1,000 payment as possible. So yeah, so that's it for now, you guys. Thanks for tuning into this debt update video, and stay tuned for my July budget with me. Bye.